And joining us now live in studio is Dr. Fred Hoffman from Mercyhurst University as we have developing news tonight, Doctor, in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. We're hearing Russia has launched drones and ballistic missiles at multiple targets across Ukraine, with residential areas of the capital, Kyiv, being hit and at least 3 people wounded. So, Doctor, with this news, what are your initial thoughts tonight?
Well, this is more of the same, what we've seen for the past 3 years, because the Ukrainians, if you look at their drone strikes against Russian air bases, targeting strategic assets, hitting oil refineries, they're hitting facilities. Whereas the Russians, when they strike Ukraine, they're hitting residential areas. It's to terrorize the population. So this is basically consistent with what they've done in the past.
Doctor, this war has been going on since 2022 when Putin decided he wanted to invade Ukraine. But having fought continuously since then, at what point or how much territory does the Russian President Vladimir Putin need or try to have for there to finally be a ceasefire?
Well, I think what the Russians want, you've got to not only look at what they've been doing, but also what they've been saying and what Putin himself wrote on the official Kremlin website years ago. And basically, they see Ukraine as being part of what used to be the Russian Empire, right? So they want the totality of all these provinces that they've partially occupied, but they're not content with just territory. They also want to see the Zelensky government overthrown, no membership in NATO, a bunch of other, to Ukraine, unacceptable demands.
Doctor, we heard President Trump saying today that he may let them, quote, fight a little longer and then pull it apart. Do you think that that's the right strategy, or should the U.S. change their strategy when it comes to this war here?
Well, this is my personal opinion. I'm an old Reagan Republican. So, I mean, to me, it's like helping out the little guy. Ukraine's a sovereign country. They were invaded by a foreign country that wants to eliminate them. I think we need to support the Ukrainians. And the Europeans, after being sort of asleep for the past 3 years, are waking up and saying, we've got to step up our game.
Doctor, let's bring this back locally. How does this Russia-Ukraine war affect us here in Erie, Pennsylvania?
Well, it affects us because you've got ethnic Russian communities, ethnic Ukrainian communities. It's challenging for them as well to see what's going on in the world. And the problem is, if you look at history, World War I, World War II started off as European affairs. We ended up getting embroiled in both of those things. So there is that risk. So,
Dr. Fred Hoffman, thank you so much for
coming
in tonight, sir. Really do appreciate that.